Hey guys, I know I got quite the different video here, but I'm actually bringing you a tutorial for Filmora, as Filmora is the editing software that I use, and I like to thank the people over at Wondershare for giving me this opportunity to make this. So let's say you're just starting out with YouTube, but you don't really want to make the designs right now for like a YouTube end card. Well, over here in Filmora they give you the stuff you need to make something like that. So if you go over here to titles, and then you search up YouTube, as you can see right here, there's a few right here. There's more in there to search for, but I've already downloaded all of them. So here you got a variety of different kinds of end cards for you to use in other designs. So for example, let's use this one. Let's extend it a little bit, and if you let it play out, it shows you what it looks like. So as you can see up here, it'll say thanks for watching, or if you want to change it, you can double click on the title right here, and all the different text that shows up, you can click on that and change it to whatever you want. Now if you go over here to advanced, it has all the different titles and stuff laid out right here in the order that they appear. So if you go ahead and play it right here, you can see the different entry points where each stuff is set to appear, and it allows you to click on each one and edit them accordingly. So let's say for example, instead of saying thanks for watching, you want to go the full length and say thank you for watching. You can change that right there, restart it, and it'll show up just like that. And down here you can also change your channel name, and as we know, mine is Only Human, and we can just leave the rest. So now, as you can see, we got it all right here. So you may be wondering, where would you put the video here in your icon when you have it moving and it's covered up right here? So you can move this up to an upper layer. Right here I brought in my profile picture that I use, and as you can see, it goes right behind it. So it'll show it like this just so you can see what it's like behind it, but in the final you won't see it like that. You can crop down the image to whatever size you want to fit in there, and that looks good right about there. Now if you want to, you can go ahead and save the project. So let's say you have a blank template for the video, in case you want to come back in, save a separate file where you have a different video in the background each time, or whatever you want. But now let's say maybe you don't want this subscribe text here. You can go ahead and open up advanced. You can just click on it, go up here, and trash it. And then we can go over here to elements, and then you can also search YouTube here. And let's see, you got white with red or red with white. Let's go with red and white. So then you can just take this, line it however you want, and then you let this play. And then there you go, you got an animated subscribe button too. Now it does show up pretty well as everything fades in, but you might be thinking it kind of exits out really quickly. So let's say if you wanted to keep it in place, so let it play a bit. Right after it's done doing a little animation, right there where it's frozen, you can right click, add a freeze frame, go ahead and bring that down a bit. So now we have the freeze frame. And now when you let it play, now it sits there, and sometimes some stuff may be shown after a little bit, and that's fine. What you can go ahead and do is, if you want, bring in something like maybe a black screen, and you can just shorten that up a little bit, so like for a single frame, so then it goes right to a black screen right after the video ends. So you're not left with anything left over on the screen when the video ends. And like I said before, you can put whatever you want in this little area. You could, let's say if you have a list of patrons on your Patreon, or you have a list of members of your YouTube channel, you could have a list of credits going through here. But for this example, I'm going to put in gameplay. So you can go ahead and drag this up, drop in the gameplay, and you can go ahead and cut it just about wherever you want. If you don't want it to start at the beginning, you could have it start at random points, and then just go ahead and trim it down. Just go ahead and drop that under here. and you can resize it wherever you need. Now go ahead and mute the video because most likely you will have music playing as the end card is playing. Now if you go ahead and let it play, it should look something like this. Now it's running a little slow because I haven't rendered it yet. So normally when you click this little button right here, it'll render the preview, so whatever you see here will play back smoother for you. Now for music, you could get just about whatever you want. You could either go to the YouTube audio library, find some other royalty-free music places on the internet, or you can also go to the audio section here in Filmora as well, as they have their own music. So let's check out some electronic music. See, I like that one. Now just drag it and drop it in. And you can listen to at any point in the song. Let's say if you want the screen to show up at a certain beat drop. So that right there, that seems good. For a little more accuracy, you can zoom in, get right behind it, drop it, drag that on back, and shorten it down. Now you can go ahead and let it play. You can also take everything, make it longer if you want, so the outro plays a little longer. And there you go. And just like that, you have an outro. Now of course, if you want to make any final tweaking, you can do so however you want to. Well, I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you did, give it a like, leave a subscribe. I definitely plan to be making more of these tutorials in the future. If you ever plan to try out Filmora, or if you have Filmora and you're still kind of getting used to it, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.